Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this Python beginner tutorial series, let's discuss about two most very common methods which is used with list, which is sorting and copying. So this is part 3 of the Python list video. So in part 1, we saw about introduction to lists and how to use few basic operations against list. So in part 2, we majorly discuss about how to add or remove items from the list. This is the part 3 of the Python list video. Here we will only focus on how to sort and copy the lists. Okay, so let's start looking into sorting first. So as we all know that sorting is like now when we say sorting, it means arranging items or elements in ascending or descending order, right? So here for first example, let's say a list has only numeric values. Okay, so in that situation, let's see how we can arrange those elements in ascending or descending order. So here I have already have a list called list one, which has like combination of numeric values. And if I want to arrange this in ascending order, then I will use list one dot inbuilt sort method. So that's an inbuilt method called sort. By default, it will arrange it in ascending order. So print list one. Now it arranged all the values in ascending order. Okay, so this is how you can use sort method to arrange the elements in list with ascending order. Similarly, in case if you want to arrange it in descending order, you can uh, add a parameter called reverse equal to true, which will arrange the elements in descending order. Okay, so this is how you can use a list which has numerical values to sort it in ascending or descending order. So this is how we work with numeric values. So what if you have like alphabets or alphanumerics? Okay, so that's what we are going to cover next. So in order to simplify, I'm just going to copy this text which has alphabets value only. Okay, so here we have say list one equal to, yeah, here I have strings or characters which has names of different cities. Okay, in list one, so we have Ahmedabad, Chennai, Bangalore and Delhi. So if you so here it will first look into, whenever we want to sort it, it will first look into the actual alphabets at the beginning, right? So in case if both the first digits are matching, then it will start looking into the second digits. Whereas in this situation, I have four cities which starts with A, B and C and D. Now let's see how we can sort this in ascending order. We can follow the same approach like how we did for numeric values also. Like I'm just using sort method, which will sort all the values, character values in ascending order, like Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Chennai and Delhi. Okay, so this is one. And if I want to sort this in descending order, similar to the previous example, we can use a parameter called reverse equal to true, which will sort in the descending order, like Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, and Ahmedabad. So similarly, and one thing I just wanted to show you here is now you have like uh, only one characters matching, right? For example, now we have something called, say, let's add another city called, like, say, Aurangabad. Okay, so now here we have like two digits, two values which is matching A, right? So in this situation, it will start looking into the second element like H or U. So obviously H is greater, so it will start displaying AH first. Okay, so Ahmedabad will be displayed first. This is how you can use sorting operation with the alphabets also. One catchy thing to note here is, no, I currently have only alphabets value, like I do not have any alphanumeric value. So let's add say in this place of Aurangabad. So we saw in this order like Aurangabad displayed second, whereas Ahmedabad displayed first. So instead of U, I'm gonna put one. It's a numeric value. Now in this situation, if you look at the output, in the console, it displayed Aurangabad first because I added another numeric value in the second string, like in the city Aurangabad. So what you can understand from this is, so whenever a numeric value is provided, so it carries most priority. Okay, so obviously one has more, it carries more priority during your sorting. So the value which has numeric value will come first. So it will be taken in the, it will taken as the first sorting number. All right. So this is something I wanted to show you when you work with alphanumeric values. All right. So now jumping on to our next slide. Yeah, and key thing to note here is something called, there's something called case insensitive sort. So let me show you something. So now we have, like, for better understanding, for easy understanding, I'm just gonna remove this Aurangabad. So let's say we have Ahmedabad A in small letters, and Bengaluru, maybe Delhi. I will change Delhi D to small case. Now if I run this, if you look at the console, so it displayed Bengaluru, Chennai first, and Ahmedabad and Delhi later. So Ahmedabad A, which obviously it should have come first, but why it is not showing first is because, so in the sorting method, in the sort method, it will defaultly takes the characters which has, capital letters, like whenever it has lowercase, it will not consider that. So all the capital letters will be coming first in the ascending order. So here we have Bengaluru and Chennai coming, and then we have Ahmedabad and Delhi. So this is a problem, right? So this is, not all the time you have like perfect, like the first letter in the capitals, right? So in the situation, sorting might go wrong. So that's why we have this special sort called, okay, so that's where this concept of case insensitive come into picture. So what we can do is, so there's something called key equal to str dot lower. So in the sort method, we can pass a key value, like a parameter called key equal to str dot, that is string dot lower. So now if I run this, oops, sorry, it's not a method, it's just a parameter. Now if I run this, now you see the capital letters is not taken into consideration. Ahmad A, B, C, D is displayed in correct order irrespective of its no okay, irrespective of its value which has capital or not, like it, what I mean to say is case insensitive, right? So this is how you can use key parameter to sort it in the sort the values in correct order irrespective of case sensitivity. Okay, so this is something I wanted to show you. And what else? Moving next to next. So there is something called reverse. Okay, so there is something called reverse here. So here we saw about how to use key, parameter called key to actually sort it in the ascending order. Here when we provided str at lower, uh, we sorted it in the ascending order, but here we do not have an option to sort it in the descending order whenever there we have a characters with capital letters and small case, right? So what other option do we have here is, we python list as another inbuilt method called reverse, which we can use to sort it in the reverse order. Instead of sort, I'm going to use the method called reverse. So if I use this reverse, now irrespective of its case sensitivity, so it displayed it in the reverse order. So this is why we have a inbuilt method called reverse to sort it in the descending order irrespective of its case sensitivity. Okay, so I hope you understood how reverse order works. And finally, moving on to this customized sort function. Okay, now we did use we did saw how to sort all the ascending, all the list in ascending or descending order, using methods like sort and reverse and all, right? But there is another option which is available in Python, which is like a cool option. What you can do is like you can customize your sort operation. Like let me show you an example and how you can customize it. Say we can pass something called key equal to sort uh, key equal to function. So what we can do is we can actually create a function, and then we can pass that function as a key to the actual sorting function. So whatever is implemented in that function will be passed as a parameter to your sorting. Okay, so let me give you an example to make you understand it better. So for better understanding, okay, I'm gonna create a method called def sort customize. Okay, and then I'm gonna return. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to you know sort the elements in such a way that which is closer to 100. Okay, so sort the list based on how close the number is to the value 100. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass an absolute function. So the absolute will actually round off to its closer values, right? So generally it performs the round of functions. So here I'm gonna give n 100. So it will try to sort everything where it will try to sort the elements which is nearer to 100. Okay, so in order to save some time, I'm gonna copy that list. So this is a list combination of list we have. So I have a sample list called list1. Now what I can do is list1 dot sort key equal to, I can provide the actual function here. Like what's the actual function here? It's sort customize. So what it will do is, so whenever this particular line runs, compiler will actually go and look into this actual sort customize function and perform its operation. What my sort customize function will do is it will try to return the values which is actually closest to 100. So yeah, so you can pass that function name as a parameter to the list sort function here. So finally I can print the list one. Now if I run this, oops, okay, I have not passed the name in here. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, sorry. I think it's not a function here again. Yeah, so now if you look at this console, output console, it displayed elements in an particular order, whichever is closer to 100. So which was closer to 100, like 99 is the first value which is closer to 100. Actually its difference is only 1. The difference between 100 and 98 is only 2, so it displayed 92 98 second. And the difference between 100 and 111 is like only 11, so it displayed 111 second. Next, the difference between 66 and 100 is like 34. So it tried to display, it tried to arrange the elements in such a way that which is closer to 100. Okay, so this is a uh, no, this is how you can, this is a sample example of how to customize a sort function, right? So you can, what you can do is you can create a method and pass on that method as a parameter to your function. Okay, so here what I did is like I defined a sort customize method which will return the values which is closer to the 100. So here if once I pass that function name under this key as a parameter, it sorted everything as required, and it printed me the output in the console. Okay, so this is how you can use an customized sort operation. This is a really cool operation. It would be really very helpful. Because in real time you do not, most of the times you do not want to arrange it in ascending or descending. You want it to be arranged in such a way that it is more customizable for you. So this will be a very handy operation to be, which you, I think you definitely need to know to work with sorting when you work in real time problems. Okay, I hope you understood this. And moving on, yeah, I think that's all what I want to cover as part of the sort function. Finally, moving on to copy. So that's we and as the name indicates, we want to copy one list to another list. Okay, so we have an inbuilt method called copy, which can actually copy one list to another list. So let's say we have list one, okay, with some numbers, and list 2 equal to list 1 dot copy. Now I'm printing list 2. So what I did is I have list 1. I'm trying to copy list 1 into list 2. So now I'm print and finally I'm printing list 2. One, if I run this, now obviously the list 1 is actually copied into list 2 and finally printed me for this. So this is a very basic operation, like it's quite a very simple method for us to understand. Okay, so this is one way of using copy method to actually copy elements from one list to another list. Similarly, there's another method called list. Okay, so here we saw list dot copy, but here there's another method called list. Okay, so let's see how we can use this. Basically, this will also do the same operation, but this is a different syntax. That's all. So list dot, sorry, list of list one. So I have a list one which has combinations of few numerics, and we have list two. In the list two, we will copy one. List two. We will use a method called inbuilt method called list, and pass on the original list as a parameter. So what it will do is internally the compiler will try to copy the all the elements from list one and assign it to list two. Okay, now let me run and show this. Yeah, so it copied all the elements from my list 1 to list 2. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all what I want to cover as part of this copy operation. I hope everyone understood how sorting and copying works. So in case if you have any queries, please post it into the comment section. I will try to answer it as soon as possible. Thank you.